Hello, this is Lisa from Dear Diary Coffee House. I just finished illustrating one of our coffee labels because now we roast our own coffee, which is super exciting, and we're extra excited about the packaging, of course. So this is one of 4 illustrations I need to do. Haven't even started the other ones yet, but I feel like I set a decently high bar and I'm excited about the other guys. So what I'm going to do for this video is I'm going to show you a time lapse of me creating this illustration and just kind of tell you what I was thinking when I did the things that I did. So let's take a look. First, you can see my very silly little student desk that I work on. First, I measured out 6¼ by 4½ inches, and then what you don't see in this video, what I had done off camera, so to speak, is I was in Figma, which is a free UI design software, and I kind of cut out photos I found and arranged them in a nice composition where it made like kind of a Fibonacci spiral with the rider, the dog, and the words. This right here is not a microphone I'm using right now. It's what I stuck my GoPro on. It's a microphone on a mic stand with a broken inner tube holding it together, and then my GoPro mount thing. Anyway, speaking of GoPros and mountain biking, so the rider in the background is my friend Lisa Waters, who is such a brave mountain biker and really fun to ride with. I will get off and walk stuff that she's like, no, I'll try it, and she does. I'm just really pleased to have an excuse to put my friend in there. And then my other friend, Carly Davidson, when I was telling her about the concept for this drawing, she was like, oh, well, let me give you my book because you need dog face reference. And I told her I wanted to have a happy dog in the foreground with their tongue like flapping in the wind. And so she gave me a book that is just chock full of such dog imagery. And I'm really blown away by this. So what am I doing now? I'm inking. I was surprised at myself because usually whenever I ink, I just do outlines. I outline the objects with a thin micron or whatever liner, and then I go thicker on the outside, kind of cell shading style. But here, instead of going animation style with it, I went more comic book style with the inking, which I haven't studied since I was 12. I used to have How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way, and I would pour over that after school. That was my entertainment, was just trying to learn how to draw those comic the way that the book said to. So I was just trying to tell myself that I needed to watch the light source, and the side that has more shadow it's just like drawing texture whenever I'm doing pencil. It's just I'm doing more on the shadow side and I'm omitting stuff on the highlight side. But so I had to talk myself through it. I was a little nervous. I feel like I did a pretty good job. It was really the color that was hard for me. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I like to do portrait art because my skill is rendering. If you give me a finished thing, like, hey, look at this photo, look at this object, look at whatever, I can take that visual thing and I can recreate it with paint or a pencil or whatever. But I'm not doing any designing when I do that. I'm just looking at the thing and recreating it. This is all the information and I'm just translating it. And to me, that's way easier than design, which is observing nature and creating something brand new that kind of follows the laws nature has given us, but then does things even better. Like takes, I don't know, the best design and the best art appeals to our lizard brain understanding of beauty, but does it even more. So next time, with the next drawings I do, I'm going to probably start with someone else's palette. I'm going to get inspired by people that do color better than I do, because I spent so much time just goofing around in Sketchbook, which that's the app I'm using right now, just like using blending mediums and trying to arrive at some kind of color palette that I liked, and it was a struggle. But I got there. Oh, so speaking of software, I guess, and tools, so my scanner is real dumb. So I bought this little, like, 15, 20-year old, let's see, this is a 2004 maybe camera, but I used it for imaging. And actually, since this was inked, I don't know how much better this is than the all-in-one business scanner thing that is inadequate, definitely inadequate for pencil drawings. So we'll see in the future if I do a pencil drawing if this is a better way to image it. And then once I got that image into my computer, uh, I used free software. Gosh, I wish I remember the name. It's just bookmarked, but it's a free vectorizer tool. And so the ink you see in here is vectorized. Okay, so then after I got the colors down, I brought it back into Figma because, like I said before, the text is part of that layout, and I wanted to make sure the text popped. So in Figma, I used that to put the text on top, and I I lost my train of thought. Oh, I put a radial gradient behind it. That way the text wouldn't have to compete with the background for your eyes. I'm not super confident in the logo placement. So as we speak, Joshua Adrian, my business partner, he is taking a crack at it because he likes design. So we'll see how he does. Well, we'll see what he does because he will do well. It's just what will he do? Okay, I need to eat something. All right, thank you for watching this, and see you later.